Hey guys, welcome back to the video, and today we're going to be ranking every single Ring 4 tower from worst to best, community votes, so your opinions, I'm not actually ranking it. And yeah, if you don't know how this works, then watch the other videos, I'm not explaining it. And, last time I said 250 likes for the next part, and we did that in like pretty quick time, so you know what, now I'm going to push it, I'm going to go 300 likes, or no, part 5. Anyway, yeah, let's go. The bottom 3 were extremely close, but coming at number 3 is Tower of Linophobia with 1.79. I mean, like, the whole tower's tightropes, like, what? Not only is this tower all tightropes, some of the tightropes later on are just not even difficult at all. They're like challenging, intense, possibly even rem. And although the tower's enjoyment value is a bit higher than the next two we're gonna talk about, I still understand why it's so low. Because it's probably the most lazy tower in this whole area, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this area as a whole is just such a mixed bag, because, like, there's so many towers that, like, innovated the gameplay, and then we have this. I mean, my opinion is a 2, it's not the worst tower in the game, by far not, but, like, it's just the fact that it's so lazy. Next up we have Tower Corrupted Nightmares with 1.8. Yeah, this tower is really bad. This tower just barely beat Tower of Linophobia, but honestly, I think this deserves the bottom spot. It's not my personal favorite, we'll get into that soon. In terms of, like, actual objective quality, this is just so bad. It's a peak rem tower, and a lot of people may question why it's peak rem playing through the first few floors, because of the immense difficulty spikes, which, on top of that, the difficulty spikes includes tightrope gameplay outside, jumping from tightrope to tightrope, and like really thin studs, as well as like 12 stud jumps. Like, some of the gameplay is so incredibly free, like the first 2 floors are like, what? Challenging. It's just not good, and this tower quite literally took me longer to beat than TOEI. TOEI, 300 minutes, 354, there you go. Like, you know the tower's bad when it takes me that long. I think it's edging the top 10 worst towers in the game. Next up we have Tower of Nonsensical Platforms as 1.86. Yeah, I said Corrupted Nightmares is edging the thingy, the worst top 10 towers, but this is just quite literally in it. Bro, this whole tower is a troll, like, I can't. How is this tower in the game really a troll? Oh, what? I think I just fell for a trap. So yeah, this is a trap tower, and it's harder than Tower of Traps. But the only thing making it better is just better gameplay. Also, the music is just a random guy yapping again. Oh my god, how's that gameplay? What? Yeah, this tower is trash. And also, floor 10 is, in my opinion, a top 10 worst floor in the entire game. So yeah, to me, this is a 1 out of 5. What the frick do you do there? Next we have a pretty major jump to Tower of Inception with 2.35. Now obviously, looking at the poll, quite a bit of trolling has been done. Okay, you guys are definitely trolling with these votes, but I mean, in my opinion, I don't really care because this just makes it more accurate for me. I think that 2.35 is the perfect score for this tower. It's just not that bad, really. Like, grinding this, I had a better time grinding it than TOUA, not gonna lie. I'm not saying it's a better tower, it's objectively worse, but I did have a better time grinding it. As previously stated, this tower is carried by difficulty spikes, but I mean, it's just kind of fun for some reason. Like, it's one of those towers where I can't explain why it's fun, it just is. Like, honestly, if I made a top 100 worst towers in the game, I don't think this would even make it on. You know what, I'm gonna just go for a run, see how far I get. What? No, I forgot what the trap was. Okay, whatever. Yeah, next we have a pretty big jump again, Tower of Elysium with 2.79. I disagree with this one though, I think this tower's piss, but whatever. So the tower starts off pretty decent, just like a decent, you know, easier tower, but later on the gameplay just gets really bad. I guess design-wise it's a pretty decent tower, especially for the time, but I mean, the gameplay later on is, The flow of the shadow blocks is not even close to freaking hard difficulty, but okay. And also the puzzles after that make no sense, so you basically just have to watch a guide. There are some unique ideas, like I like this part, well there's no indication, but whatever. Overall, yeah, some parts just do not make sense in this tower at all. Next up we have Tower of Grinding Gnome with 2.81. I feel like this one just has the same issue. It would be fine if you removed some flaws. This one shouldn't be really surprising. The cloud flaw. The cloud flaw is just a big maze, just jump around clouds, see if you can figure out where to go. It's not fun. Once again though, design-wise for this time, it was pretty good, yeah. And the gameplay on the first few floors is, yeah, it's pretty good. Also, the cloud flaw isn't the only problem. There's freaking like planet jumps later on. I'm not gonna show footage, but if you've played this tower, you know what I'm talking about. The planet jumps are not even close to freaking medium. Overall, the tower's fine. It's nowhere near the worst medium tower, but it's nowhere near the best either, so. Next up we have Tower of Terrible Mondays with 3.15. Yeah, this tower's pretty good, yeah, I agree. It has a very good concept, pretty decent gameplay, there's not much really bad with it. I believe this is the second descending tower besides Tofaf, and it's definitely the better of the two. I mean, I don't think we have to argue about that. Okay, it turns out I'm not going to show much gameplay because I can't get out of this maze. What? Why is that a dead end? Alright, my bad for the lack of gameplay, this maze is too hard. But yeah, this tower's fine, it's pretty decent. I'm so confused. Oh, that's too hard. Next up we have Tower of Holy Flip with 3.16. I think this might actually be my favorite of this area. This tower has no tricks, no like, you know, no confusing parts. I guess Undergate conveys, but that's to be expected. But yeah, the gameplay is really fun for the time and everything. I just think this tower aged well, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know, this is just another intense tower. Like, these early areas really have good intense towers. Table flipping, TOIE, this. Like, intense really was the best difficulty for like the first 5 rings. And yes, I know there's half-stud gameplay at the end, but I mean, it's not that hard, come on, it's against the wall, you can't complain that much. Plus, the Undergate conveyors in this tower, you only wouldn't know if you just don't look ahead, because it's very obvious you can't make the jump. Conveyor, like right here, obviously, you're not making that jump. And they're not used for anything else, so it's fine. Like, there isn't just like, you know, TOC gameplay where you're just walking on a straight line and random conveyor pushes you to the side. It doesn't have that. Would you see that backwards X-pusher fling or whatever you call it? That was so cool. Oh yeah, right, and this jump. Oh. Okay, well I was gonna go back and show you, but yeah, that jump kind of sucks. But that's about it. Next up we have Dustin K with 3.31. This tower just makes me mad, for one reason. I think this could honestly be the best tower in this area without the frickin' seat blocks. I can understand, the creator of this tower is cooking so hard, and then he just had to add the seat blocks. The seat blocks is just terrible gameplay, okay? I'm not gonna lie. It's the only reason this tower isn't, like, pretty much perfect. The low rotating cog is probably the coolest thing in the first 4 rings, without a doubt. Like, I don't know, this tower just had so much potential, and they just had to throw in the seat blocks, as well as the invisible section. Like, just in general, after Floss 5, the tower just falls off, which is why I think that the score of this is justified, despite how good these first few floors are. But, you know, it is what it is. Next up we have Tower of Spiring Heights with 3.62. The best easy tower in the game. It's undeniable in my opinion. The tower is very good design for the time, very good gameplay. Especially the part. I don't know why, like, I'll never forget the part where you just like fling yourself in the air at the end. I might get that just to do it again, because I haven't seen it in a while. Okay, I think there's a bit of a problem this tower. So I think a part doesn't work right now. Guys, this platform right here I don't think actually works right now, which is kind of a shame, but I think it is what it is. I'm gonna give it one more try. Yeah, that just doesn't launch you far enough, I don't think. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to cheese it. Oh my... What?! Okay, I give up. Next up we have 12 Leaning Ledges for 3.77. And yeah, this is probably the best tower in this area in my opinion. Look, Oblivion's a cooler experience, but I mean, in terms of actually how it's aged, this tower, I think this is the first, like, I wouldn't say it's fully modern, but this is the first, like, attempt at modern gameplay. Or maybe not gameplay, but modern design for sure. This tower is extremely fun, extremely short, and yeah, just really good in my opinion. Like, I don't think it's actually possible to dislike this tower, unless you're Luke and you fail floor 10 like 10 times, but besides that, like, I don't think it's actually possible to dislike it. It's just really fun. Next up we have Citadel of Uneasiness with 3.79. I disagree with this really high placement, but I see why. Gameplay wise, it's a really good Citadel. It just doesn't really have as much of an impact as, you know, Toadad or TOLL, which is why I'll put it below it. It's still a decent Citadel. I mean, it's just gameplay, which, you know, I always talk about where's the gameplay start, where's the gameplay start. But this tower does actually have gameplay. The gameplay is throughout, you know, there's no parts that don't make sense. Well, Undergate conveyors, but I mean, that's expected, but yeah, the tower's really good. It's not the most memorable thing ever, like, I don't remember most of the flaws, to be honest. I just remember the dropper near the end, and also the final part, which I failed, because I did it wrong. Now let's get into number 1, which is gonna shock absolutely no one. And number 1 is Tower of Oblivion, oh my god, 4.33 out of 5, what a shocker, dude. Alright, I'm gonna give my take and give my reasoning right now, so I think this is a 4 out of 5, and here's why. So, flow 1 is terrible, I'm just gonna be honest. Flow 1, and just overall, these like 3 flaws of gameplay at the start are just not good. That's issue number 1. Issue number 2, some gameplay later on just is stupid. Instant gameplay, like right before the boss fight, it's clear that they just ran out of ideas in that one. So yeah, while the tower overall is an interesting experience, you know, it's unique, it's cool, there are some issues which definitely bring it down, and in my opinion make it slightly worse than Kohad. However, I do think this is more unique. Kohad just has better gameplay. So thank you guys for watching, and 250, no not 250, that's too low, 300 likes for ring 5, and yeah, bye, see ya.